At this Daewoo shipyard in South Korea, 500 kilometers south of the capital Seoul, shipbuilders are hard at work, and they will be for the foreseeable future. Daewoo is one of the largest shipbuilding companies in the world. Here, they are building LNG tankers. The demand for liquefied natural gas, or LNG, has soared amid the war in Ukraine as Europe seeks alternatives to Russian energy supplies. Daewoo's orders also jumped. Due to the Russian sanctions, countries that supply LNG, such as the US, Australia, Qatar, are forced to choose LNG carriers as a transportation replacement. As a result, demand for LNG carriers has increased considerably, and in other words, demand for LNG has led to the increase of demand for LNG carriers. LNG tankers are complex, massive ships. That's because gas needs to be cooled down to minus 160 degrees Celsius for transport. It takes about 2.5 years to build one ship. Any order made today requires a long time to be fulfilled, and it's costly. Raw materials such as steel also got more expensive. The Industry Association in Seoul expects demand and prices to rise even higher. In the past years, the annual average was 40 to 50 orders. This year, the volume exceeds already 100. Demand for LNG carriers right now is very high. Also, the price of LNG carriers was about $200 million per ship around the end of last year. Currently, prices are up to $240 million per ship, proving the rapid increase in costs as well. More than 80% of the LNG tankers sailing the oceans are produced by South Korean firms, and some at the shipyard. Despite rising costs and a lack of workers, Korean shipbuilders are all profiting from the shift in the energy market, at least for now. Today's LNG market may be temporary. In the future hydrogen era, the shipbuilder that wins the LNG market now will eventually become the winner again in the era of green energy and energy conversion. In other words, now is when shipyards must make a lot of money through LNG, because the competition for future markets has already begun. In the future, shipyards will also have to build tankers that are more climate-friendly. The International Maritime Organization has tightened rules. Carbon emissions from ships must fall by almost a third in the coming years, and by 2050, also these ships will have to be carbon neutral.